My musculoskeletal assessment. Here's my paper. Here's a room scan. Okay, I've gathered all of my supplies and they are all clean. I'm gonna knock on the door and perform hand hygiene. Hi, my name is Gabby. I'm a Kilgore College nursing student. Can you tell me your name and date of birth?
Erin Brewer, 38-2000.
Okay, perfect. Do you have any allergies?
No, ma'am.
Alright, I'm gonna make sure that you're sitting comfortably for this skill. Are you comfortable?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna be doing a musculoskeletal assessment on you. First, I'm gonna get a few things out of the way before we start that. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. Can you smile for me? Frown. Make a mad face. Okay, perfect. Can you tell me what you have had to eat in the last 24 hours?
Fajitas for dinner last night with water and Chick-fil-A for lunch with water.
Okay, and that's normally what you have?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, and can you also tell me your name and date of birth one more time?
Erin Brewer, 38-2000.
Okay, can you tell me where we are?
Gabby's house.
Okay, can you tell me what we're doing?
Health assessment.
And can you tell me what month it is?
March.
Alright, perfect. I'm going to start with blood pressure. Do you have a preferred arm?
This one.
Okay. I'm going to palpate the brachial artery to find that systolic number. Okay, it stopped at 120, so I'm going to go up to 140 to make sure I get an accurate reading. I'm going to let that sit for 1 minute. Put on my stethoscope. Make sure that your legs are uncrossed. And we're going to do it one more time. Okay, 124/82. I'm going to document that. Alright. And have you had anything hot or cold or anything to smoke in the last 30 minutes?
No, ma'am.
Alright. I'm going to get your temperature. 97.2. And then we're going to place this on your finger and I'm going to have you put it across your chest. Okay, oxygen is 100 on room air. Your respiratory rate was 14 even and unlabored, and your heart rate was 76 plus 2. We can go ahead and take this off. Okay, now I'm going to get started on the actual assessment. Get this situated. Okay, so we're going to start with the upper extremities. I'm going to have you give me your hands. I'm going to check your skin and make sure they're appropriate for ethnicity. I'm going to check the hair on the skin. I'm going to check your pulses bilaterally. Okay, those are +2 bilaterally. I'm going to check in between the fingers for any lesions. Have you had any issues with your upper extremities? Okay, capillary refill is less than 3. I'm going to document that. Alright, and can you also, this is for the vital signs, can you tell me if you have any pain, 0 through 10, 0 being no pain, 10 being the worst pain?
0.
Okay, perfect. Okay, and now with your arms, I'm just going to have you copy my motions of what I do. So if you want to stand up, we are going, well, we can face this way. We're going to stick our arms straight out, flip them around, touch your shoulders, go out, and then we're going to go all the way out. You can go behind your head, behind your back, and then go all the way around. And go the other way, all the way around. Okay, perfect. Upper extremities are good. And then if you can protract your neck and retract your neck. All right, perfect. Now I'll have you sit down. While I have you up here, I'm gonna do, if you can grip my fingers as tight as you can. All right, perfect. And then if you can touch your nose, I'm gonna put my finger out, and if you can just touch my finger whenever I say finger, okay? All right, finger, nose, finger, nose, finger, nose. Okay, perfect. All right, now I am going to start on the lower extremities. I'm just gonna inspect your legs, I'm gonna inspect the hair and the skin. I'm gonna check the popliteal pulse. Okay, +2 bilaterally. I'm going to check the tibial, the posterior tibial pulse. Okay, and the dorsal pedal pulse. Alright, +2 bilaterally. I'm going to feel the skin. The skin is warm and dry. Check for edema. No signs of pitting edema. I'm going to look in between the toes. Have you had any issues with your lower extremities?
No, ma'am.
Alright, I'm gonna do capillary refill. Less than 3. Okay, and then if you can push against my hands as hard as you can, and then flex against. Okay, perfect. And skin color is appropriate. Now I'm just gonna do your lower extremities. So if you, sorry.
No, you're fine.
So if you can copy my movements, we're gonna put our leg out. We're gonna go out and in, and if you can go up and in, up and down, and then out, move it around, move your ankle around. Okay, and same with the other one, out, in, up and in, and then out and wiggle your ankle around. Okay, perfect. Now I'm going to check your gait, so if you can walk in a straight line with me, okay? We're just gonna walk forward, and then we'll turn around and walk this way. Okay, perfect. And I think that's everything. I'm just gonna make sure for another part of your nutrition, if you can tell me your height and weight for me.
5'3", 115.
Okay, all right, that's appropriate. And I am going to perform hand hygiene again. Make sure that you are in a comfortable position. Make sure that your call light is in reach. Do you have any questions for me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to report all these findings to the healthcare provider. I'm going to gather all my supplies. And if you need us, just give us a call. All right. Okay, so my client had appropriate skin for ethnicity. There was no signs of pitting edema in the lower extremities. My client had good coordination. Her reflexes were good. She had appropriate reflex. She was able to push pretty firmly against my hand and flex against my hand. Grip test, she had appropriate grip. Her capillary refill was less than 3 in the upper and lower extremities. She had full range of motion in the upper extremities as well as the lower extremities. My client has an appropriate nutritional status, and she had an overall appropriate assessment. She claimed that she had no pain and no issues with either the upper extremities or the lower extremities of her body. Overall, this was an expected assessment for my client, and she claimed to have no questions.